So, as you guys may have guessed, we are at the Cooler Master Suite up at Palms Place in Las Vegas, CES 2019. They have like 3 or 4 rooms that way full of stuff that we could check out, so why don't we head over there and take a look. BPS Customs coverage of CES 2019 in Las Vegas is made possible by Intermax and their all-new Sabre White Edition. Featuring all the standout elements from the original Sabre, including swappable panels for airflow, the Sabre White also introduces a completely new square fan design and addressable RGB system. You can fit 360mm radiators at the top or the front, and admire your handiwork through the side panel tempered glass. Check out the link in the video description to learn more. This is the Q500L. It's a follow-up to last year's Q300L, which was a micro ATX case. This is the same size, same exterior dimensions, except now it fits a full ATX motherboard inside. One of the ways they've been able to do that is to rotate the power supply up to the front of the case, and now it sits here. The I/O is rotated down to the bottom in this orientation, but again, same as last year, you can rotate that around the exterior perimeter of the chassis, basically making your layout however you want it. Coming in April for $59.99. This is the Q500P, same exterior dimensions for the main chassis as the Q500L. Again, this now fits an ATX motherboard. Same arrival date, sometime around April, but they are still finalizing the material choices for the exterior panels. So right now this is a fabric panel. There's also potentially an aluminum panel or a steel and plastic panel. They haven't actually made that decision yet, and that could impact pricing and also potentially availability. So let me know down in the comments which kind of panel you guys would prefer, fabric, aluminum, or steel. This is the NR600, again an ATX style case. You can see that there is full filtering on the front and on the top. The top is actually a magnetic removable dust filter, easy to clean. And then on the side, you can see that the glass actually does not go all the way down to the bottom of the case. It actually stops at the PSU shroud. So this is somewhat of a dual chamber design, but this will be coming in March for $69.99. This is a really cool innovation. This is the SF360R ARGB. And at first glance, it kind of just looks like 3 120mm addressable RGB fans. But if you take a look closer and look on the side, you'll see that it's actually just all one unit. They have rubber dampening pads around the perimeter, and the control is actually just 2 wires. You have one PWM wire and one addressable RGB wire, and that's it. That controls the entire unit, so it makes wiring a lot easier. These are made to be used for radiators, and it makes it a really nice, convenient package. If you're going to be using 3 120mm fans, now you just use one unit. This is another new fan they're showing off. This is the SF120P ARGB, P standing for Pro. The only real difference between this and the non-P is basically the addressable RGB ring that goes along the outside. The single fan features 24, but it also comes in the same configuration where you can buy 2 of them linked together, and that one obviously would have double the RGB effects. But it is a pretty neat design, and definitely can't wait to put one of those in the system. Following up on the design of their Wraith Ripper cooler, Cooler Master is now introducing the MA610M. This is going to have a TDP of 180 to 200 watts. It looks very similar to the Wraith Ripper. It has the single fan on the interior, mounts through these 2 access holes right here. Availability TBD on this, hoping for Q1, maybe Q2. It's going to be somewhere in the $100 to $120 range. This is the XG Advance. Now this isn't coming till probably November, so you're not going to see it for a little while, but you'll see that obviously it has an RGB fan on the interior and a pretty neat display panel on the outside. Now this actually will be able to display some different information. Right now it's still in development, so what it can display, we don't really know for sure. Clearly it'll be able to tell you what the power supply is, hopefully temperature, fan speed, things like that. These will be available between 550 and 850 watts. They're all 80 plus gold rated, fully modular units, and hopefully we see them soon, but like I said, November is the target for now. And then we have the NR400. This is basically a micro ATX version of the NR600. It's the same case except shrunken down to fit smaller motherboards. Still has all the same features, the same exterior filtering all around on the top and on the front, the same partial tempered glass side window, the same dual chamber design. And then we have some brand new keyboards here, and I have Jamie here to tell us a little bit about them. So why don't we start at the bottom and work our way up. So what do we got down here?
All right, so this is our SK wireless Bluetooth series. They're really special to us because they are our first set of wireless keyboards and Bluetooth as well.
Okay, and when do we have like moving up? It's basically the same keyboard except we have a 10 keyless and then we have a mini version of the same layout?
Yes, so it's the same keyboard. They all use Cherry's low profile switches. Right now they only do come in red. We have our full layout for $159.99, and this is supposed to launch in Q3. We have our 10 keyless layout here in the middle, and MSRP on this is $139.99, and this one is set to launch in Q2. And finally, we have our baby one, the SK621. This one is actually set to launch March 2019, so it'll be the first wireless of the series to launch for us. And MSRP for this is $119.99.
Thanks so much. About a month after you see the SK keyboards roll out, you're going to see white versions of them as well. And one of the reasons that these are special is that they're going to be offered in both Apple layout and standard PC layout. So as you can see right here, we have the Apple Command key, something you wouldn't necessarily find on a regular PC keyboard. Cooler Master is also revamping their 240mm AIO line. This is the ML240 Mirage. Now, the main thing that I could see that's different is that you could see the spinning impeller on the pump. However, they have assured me there are some changes that are being made internally. This is still a ways away from production. You're not going to see this until later in the year, perhaps until November. TDP on this is 180 to 200 watts, kind of similar to the other air cooler that we saw inside, and it's going to come with the adjustable RGB fans. And then this new headset is the MH670. Features 50mm drivers, coming about June, sometime around Computex, hopefully, for about $100. And it's following up on the success of the MH751 and 752, which were very well received as far as audio quality. So Cooler Master is definitely trying to step up their audio game, as well as making a nice, functional, good-looking gaming headset. And this is the brand new Q500L from Cooler Master. As you can see, it's got the BPS Customs logo on the front and actually also on the top. What Cooler Master has decided to do is they're going to be making some cases featuring their favorite reviewers and make sure that everybody
Wait a minute. That's not what's happening here.
Wait, are you serious? Am I not your favorite reviewer? You're f***ing kidding me. So that's it from the Cooler Master suite at CES 2019. I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors. Check them out at links down below. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Get subscribed to the channel if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to Electronics for providing our editing systems for CES 2019. Check them out below.